WCMS has new dismissal procedures for parent pickup. Schoolhouse Road now has dedicated turning lanes. Another important change is that the bus lane is now the far right lane. Again, buses will now be using the far right lane, and parents and guardians picking up students will enter using the middle lane. Once you have entered using the middle lane, you will drive back behind the school towards the parent pickup area. You will see the 2 lanes form for the new parent pickup procedure. On the right is the outside lane, or lane 1. On the left is the inside lane, or lane 2. When it's time to move cars into the dismissal area, an employee of WCMS will come and remove the cone barrier for you to then move your car into the dismissal area. This will happen 1 lane at a time. As you see, it begins with lane 1, which is the outside lane. You will remain in your lane as you drive through into the dismissal area. Members of the WCMS team will be waving you on to make sure that you pull all the way up where you need to go. When lane 1 is full, a WCMS employee will remove the cone barrier to allow cars in lane 2 to enter into the dismissal area. Please be mindful to not block the crosswalk area where students will be walking. When it's time to release students, you will hear a WCMS employee say,
"Load up!"
At this time, students will be released to walk to their cars. Please note that it is expected for all cars to be parked and not simply stopped with the driver's foot on the brake. Again, we expect all cars to be parked while students are walking to their cars. A WCMS employee will check with every car to ensure that each car has their student before driving off. Cars will be released from the dismissal area 1 lane at a time, beginning with lane 1, the outside lane. Here is an example of what to do if your student was not in the dismissal area when you arrived. You'll notice the car turns left to re-enter the dismissal area instead of driving straight to exit the dismissal area. Here is another example of a car looping around into lane 1 to begin the process again to wait for their student. As you exit the dismissal area with your student, this will be your view. You will stay in the far right lane and pass by the cars waiting to enter the dismissal area. We thank you for your patience and cooperation as we transition to this new parent pickup dismissal style for WCMS.